Hi, this is Claire again with the full moon cards, and here you see 3 different decks, and you might ask yourself, what is she doing? So no, we are not doing a reading with 3 decks right now. I've had a look into my moon calendar and I saw that the next full moon will be the one towards Halloween, towards Samhain, towards the Day of the Dead, however you want to call it, Dia de los Muertos, the great celebration of the ancestors, of the dead people, of the one who came before us. So I wanted to choose a special deck to celebrate this, and I have 3 decks that are into this direction, that have are good for this topic, so to say, suitable for this topic, but it's difficult to choose sometimes. So I wanted to ask you what you would prefer, because the next full moon cards will be, I will have a look at my calendar, they will be at the 9th of October, and the following full moon is the 8th of November, so then it will already be gone. So we will use these cards for the next reading going towards Halloween. So yes, I have 3 decks. Many people assume that I have a big collection of tarot cards, but actually I don't have too many, because I don't like it if I'm not a collecting person. I don't like to have things in shelves and they will never be touched again, but I have them, so to say. This makes me always a little bit sad, so I like to pass them on and to give them to people who will use them, and so they can do their job and they will be happy and not just in my shelf. And yes, I think that's my way. It's the same with books with me. I don't like it if they are just standing on the shelf forever and I will never have a look at them again. So yes, this is my way of letting go, so to say. So I've seen 3 decks in my small collection that might be appropriate for this time, for the next reading, so to say. The first one, we already had it here, is a Santa Muerte Tarot. If you have a look at the playlist, you will find it. I've also talked about Santa Muerte in this video, whom she is and what she's about, because the Mexican way to deal with the dead is very unique. In my opinion, it is very liberating, and it would be good if we had something similar in our culture too, because our culture is about avoiding death as much as possible. Often it's like, don't even talk about it or it will be in front of your door, so to say. And yes, this is difficult. It creates, you are already grieving if someone dies, and this don't speak about it doesn't make it easier, and in my opinion it's also disrespectful of the dead. So this is a tarot that has to do especially with this entity of death, or death itself. It's not an entity of death, it is death itself, female death. In where I'm coming from, Germany, it's male, but this female aspect is very much also about the goddesses of death, the goddesses of earth, and all of that. So I can talk a long time about this. So let's have a look at the cards. This is a deck. It is very modern. It is a little bit, I think you say, edgy in English. It is not 100% my style, but I'm not a person who needs everything 100% in its style, so to say. If something is strong and has a certain meaning, and you can see the spirit behind it, then it does not have to match my expectations or something like that perfectly. I like to see how different people perceive the world different. So this is a deck of the Santa Muerte, to have a look at it so you get a feeling for it. It is strong, it's really strong. The pictures are meaningful. This is not the hundreds or thousands variation of Smith Waite. This is something unique, something speaking for itself, so to say. Yes, so this is deck number 1, Santa Muerte Tarot. Yes, here we go. And our second version, or our second possible cards to read, they are much more cute, much more soft. This is Lil Reaper. These are playing cards. They are by art by Vikram, from Vikram Madan. I found this on Etsy. Yes, scrolling through Etsy and having a look here and there, and I saw him, and it's so cute. It's so damn cute. Here you can have a look at it. It's little Mr. Death, so to say, the Little Reaper, and it's many references to pop culture and yes, cuteness. And we already had him. You just have to have a look at the playing list. We say in German like that, at the playlist. Yes, then you will find it, and it's quite cute. But you can do oracles. No texting while reaping. You can do oracles with these cards. It's perfect. It's wonderful. Because reading the cards does not have to be too serious. Yeah, life is not too serious too. It's also funny sometimes. And here, yes, you can have fun with these cards. They are very, very nice. Pushing up daisies. I did not know before I saw these cards that you say in English pushing up daisies. In German, it's to see the grass from below, we say. Yes. Here, Edgar Allan Poe, nevermore. Yes. So there are many references towards art, towards pop culture in these cards. We even have, I have to find them, the Mayan calendar. Oh my God, when should I read them, so to say? Oh, these calendars. And it's not easy for him. Sometimes it's not easy. Yes, feeding worms. I did not know that this is also an expression for being dead in English. Yes, and he worries sometimes too with his girlfriend. Super Mario. So it's fun, it's cute, and yes, if you like it, let me know. The end is near. So we will have this card, and our third deck is a wooden tarot. It's also Etsy find. So this is, my husband gave this to me. He found it, and he found it so unique. And there's also a Lenormand deck from this artist. It is from Andre Liam Schwartz. I think we already had it. We're doing these videos for quite a while now, so I think we already had it. Schoolgarden.net. It's lovely. It's a first, when you have a look at it, first it looks nice, even a little bit like boho style or something like that, because the colors are so so cute somehow. But the symbols are wow. Yes, it's dark. And a friend of mine, he was like, how do you get anything out of these cards? Are these even tarot cards, so to say? But my opinion is yes, they are, and somehow they speak to me. I don't know why, but it's like that. Yeah, and this is something I can always encourage you to do too. Follow your intuition, follow your feelings, and if it speaks to you, it speaks to you. And maybe other people perceive it in a different way. This is totally okay. Yeah, but these cards are magical to me. Really magical. I can't put this in words, really. I can't put this in words. It's so unique. Yeah, we know so many variations of the Smith-Waite Tarot, and they are wonderful. Nothing against them, yeah. They bring new facets of this deck and new styles, and they help people to approach this who might be not so much into Smith-Waite. But I really enjoy if someone really makes up his own mind and does something totally new about the tarot. This is really art. This is the art. So it's great. These cards, very symbolic, very deep. The moon and things like that. Yes, the Empress. These are the Happy Squirrel cards. So these are 79 cards. There's also not 78, the classical number of tarot cards, but 79 there is the Happy Squirrel. Yes. So these are these cards. So if you want to know, I'm ending with this card. Yes, I want to know which cards are your ones. Which one would you like to see in the next reading? The Santa Muerte Tarot, the Little Reaper, or the Wooden Tarot? You can also say deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, then we don't have to mess around with words. I will know. You can also send me an email if you don't want to comment here. I will do the German and the English speaking audience. I will make a list and I will see which one is the one you prefer. Just let me know. And this deck we will choose. So this is just the preparation for the next reading. I will put this aside now. And I've, as always, for the real reading to start now, I have drawn the cards in the German version of the video first. So here we have them, and you might know these cards. I don't know how much they are known in the English-speaking community. These are the Margarete Petersen Tarot cards. And she is an artist from Germany. I will show you some of the cards. We already had them here. And it's always, these are cards where I'm always thinking, well, was it a clever idea to choose them for a reading here? Because they can be quite difficult. They are so symbolic and so deep that it is sometimes difficult to find the words to put it in. So to express this, yeah, in words, because the pictures are so deep and you sometimes don't find the right words for them. But with this tarot deck, which is really strong, I think, really a strong one, and also not the, it's not a weight clone, so to say, not a Smith's weight clone. The Empress here, deep pictures, and she actually took 21 years, like the 21 of the big arcana or Grand Arcana. She actually took 21 years to paint this. So this is really a magical process of doing it. That's behind it, the nine of feathers, so to say. The feathers are the swords, as you can see, or you might imagine. Yes, these are very, very, very unique cards. And they have their 20th anniversary now. This is a 20th anniversary edition, the Devil. Yes, strong cards here. The Death card, which to me is one of the most beautiful death cards in tarot I've ever seen. The eternity that's linked to it. Yes, so these are the cards, and if they are published in English, I don't know it right now. The booklet is very, very wonderful, where you get a poetic glimpse into what she meant and what she was thinking about it. So I've already read this. I read these pages about these cards in the German version of the video, but it's a little bit too difficult to translate this. Reading and translating is because it's so poetic, yeah, and I would be stumbling around with my English. So I'm trying to say to you what she has told here and what I am thinking about these cards. And as you see, these cards, we have 2 times the element of air, what you might know as the swords, and the feathers in this deck. And we have the element of earth, the pentacles, Münzen as we call this in German, the coins, however you want to say, and this is a 9 of pentacles, of coins. And here you see a female energy of fullness, of richness. You see these beautiful colors. They are yellow, they are, yes, it is like sunny yellow. And this card is about wealth. It is about well-being. It is about, yes, about fulfillment and seeing your wealth, reaching out for your wealth and feeling it. Yeah, the earth that we say Erde in German, so the earth that is caring for you, that is providing you with everything. And it's about really seeing this. And there are many people out there who are not rich, who are not wealthy, who don't have enough. And I think this is also important, because I don't know what it's like in your country, but in Germany, in the spiritual field, it's like everyone has money and they can go to retreats somewhere in India or wherever and go to workshops and do this and do that. And I know so many people who don't have the money for this and who are spiritual too, deeply spiritual. Yeah, sometimes even more than people who can buy everything and don't go really deep. You know what I mean? So wealth can come with many faces, and I know quite some people who are rich and who don't feel sense and who don't feel connected, and you can't buy this. Yeah, so this is not to talk about lightly about not having enough. This is not what I mean, but it's really about feeling your wealth and your what you have, and your connection towards the earth. I'm always a lot, when it comes to the pentacles, I'm a lot about the connection to the earth, to the element and earth itself. Yeah, go into your favorite park, or if you're living in nature, go out in nature. It is about the element of earth, is really everything that's tangible. It's about cooking, it's about yes, doing your thing. So the sun is coming here a little bit. It's looking a little bit pale right now, but the color is really sunny yellow. So I will try to change the angle. Does it help? A little bit. Or it's looking a little bit pale because of the sun right now. If I'm going here, here it becomes better. Yes. So we have to try out a little bit. So this is about the element of earth, and it's about your well-being, yeah, and your being and your groundedness and everything that's in that direction. It's about stones. It is about, in Germany we have the expression stone rich. Yeah, it means very rich. But this richness is not just about money. Yeah, money can't buy me love. This is really what this card is about. So it's about finding the element of earth. It is cooking. It is like when you have hobbies that you are doing with your hands that are tangible in some way. It's about your home, yeah. And if you are following this video for a while, you know the keywords already. It's about your home. It's about your health. It's about your body. Sport and everything. Yeah, the richness of the earth, of this element, is important, and this is even more important since these cards have a certain tension. Yeah, it's really about grounding these full moon cards, and about this female protecting and blessing energy. So if you are into that, I would really recommend to you to work with. So it's becoming pale again. Maybe we shift a little bit again. This is really about working with earth goddesses or earth energies. However, I don't know your spiritual tradition. Maybe you're not working with goddesses, or you would work with a fairy, or with the earth itself. Yeah, with no concept, special concept, just the energy. Yeah, so this is a wonderful time for that, the sun of the earth, so to say. And we really need this as the weight to outweigh this. Can you say outweight in English? To create balance towards this. And the element of earth is heavy enough to create just with one card balance towards these two element of air, or element of air cards. These are sword cards, and the Five of Swords, she in the booklet she describes these cards as really into this card as thinking a lot about what other people think of you, too much, and so you start to behave fake just because you think they think, and it's about projection a lot. Yeah. And you are the film or the projection or whatever she's asking in the booklet. So it's important here to see things might break just because of this violence. Here is this demon-like being stabbing this person, and here this person seems to be afraid. This person seems to be we have this word Schadenfreude in German. It means someone get hurt and you are happy about this. Yeah, and here is like an animal spirit somehow watching the scene, and this could be a spirit too, but I don't know, maybe. Yeah, so these cards are very subtle in a way, but the red, of course, it's about hurt, and this card is also about the our harsh sides that we show to others just to protect our own soft spots. Yeah, so this is really, think about it, really reflect your own what you really think. Yeah, and not just what is happening outside, your core, your most innermost being and thinking. So in classical tarot, in the Five of Swords, we also have often the motif of thinking there is just one way, there will be just one solution, and you get a little bit narrow-minded and also very defending somehow. Just this one way, and it's really about opening up. Open your mind. There are more possibilities to it. Yeah, you don't have to be hurt. You could just choose another way. And of course, it's often not that easy in real life. We don't have to talk about this. This is clear. But you can try. You really can try. And there is this card really helpful. It is a 10 of feathers or of swords. And you know this from classical tarot maybe. There is a person laying down and it is stabbed with 10 swords and it is giving up. And this is a healthy way of giving up. Yeah, you might know this giving up is very important with the anonymous alcoholics. Do you say it like this? The AA. Yes, giving up is very important. So I give this to a greater power, and like the 10 steps plans that evolved from that. And this has a certain similar energy to it. So she describes this card as even being one step further than the classical 10 of swords. These are the birds of your swords, yeah, chattering. The feathers or the swords can be very nervous cards also. And they are grounded now. They are not in the swarm, flying around, being very loud and multifaceted and a little bit too much often. They are grounded now. They are sitting on the tree and they are reflecting what has happened. Yeah, so this is also about here is the bad weather. You know, the heaven and the sky is often very different colors than it has normally when there is a thunderstorm coming up. So this is not a quiet card, yeah, but it is about reflection. It is about the moment after you landed, after you gave up. And now you start to reflect, what was my role? What did I do? You start to become grounded again. Yeah, so she's not about the moment of letting go, so to say, in this card. She's about the moment after letting go, when you start again, when you reflect and you become a little bit wiser because of your experiences. So if we put this together, there is a picture that's quite strong, and these cards are very energetic. I can't give, or very subtle also. I can't give you like day-to-day advice with these cards. It's not so much about day-to-day advice. This is about your connection to the fullness of the earth, to the riches of the earth. It is about well-being. It is about having what you need. And if you don't have it right now, try to connect with the elements of earth. May it be in the form of yes, now we have the colors as they are. May it be in the form of earth goddesses or of earth itself, or shamanic work with the earth, whatever. Yeah, what is your path? I can't say it for you because it's your path. Maybe you are talking to earth angels or to fairies or whatever. Maybe directly to the places you like in your park, in your where you like to go. Yeah, this is about connecting with the earth and feeling the richness again and bringing the flow of richness again into your life. And if you are already rich but you feel poor somehow, this is about the connecting to this too. Yeah, because it's not about what you have in your pocket. It's about how you feel this card. If you can feel this well-being, yeah. And these cards, they are a little bit more energetic. They are a little bit more nervous, the typical energy of the swords. This is about, do not think too much what others think about you, and do not think there is only one solution to things. If it's because it's not, you have possibilities. This is very harsh. This is very strong energy. This is too much. It's too hard, it's too strict, it's too black and white thinking. Yeah? Try to stay away from this way of thinking. And try to be grounded and to learn from your experiences. This is a very important topic with this card. Learn from what has happened. Try to find out what this was really about. Reflect, take your time to be grounded after the storm, so to say, after this, maybe, and to see what you can learn from this experience. Yeah, it's really a card of digestion, you could say, mental digestion, so to say, to also not to be too fast. Yeah, it's very easy to be too fast. If you see the social networks, everything, this is just bam, 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 bam. You get all of these information and there is no digestion at all. It's just more and more and more. So try to stay away from this a little bit. Try to stay away too much from the news and everything, because it, I know in English you say if it bleeds, it leads, about the news. So this is very extreme and very, it's too much. Yeah, in the old days people had the radio in the morning and the TV news in the evening, and they knew what they had to know. Yeah, so this is just one, maybe your topic behind this is a different one, and it could be much more personal. So this is just one example for this energy and how to deal with it. Yeah, so you get a feeling for it. But it can be very personal. These can be topics in your family life or in your personal history, so to say, that need to be broadened. Yeah, not too harsh, not too strict, not too just one way. There are many ways. This is not black and white. There's a rainbow of colors and possibilities, and this is really to learn to digest mentally, to yes, to get grounded again. And the element of earth is a big helper here. Yeah, the goddess, the earth goddesses, the earth angels, whatever you want to call them. The dwarfs, as we would say in German, the little garden dwarfs. We love them so much. Yes, all of that. However your spiritual philosophy calls these things. Yeah, so this is the main card, the core card. This is the second important one. Learn from your experiences, and this is a task at hand, so to say. This is really develop a broader view on things. See the rainbow, not just black and white. Yeah, so these are the cards for this full moon, and we will see each other next full moon again with the cards that you choose. So if you want to choose, let me know in the comments, write an email to me. If you don't want to comment here, I will have my list and I will make little dots, and we will see who wins. Yeah, so I wish you a wonderful time, and we will see each other next video again.